Welcome back to Fuck You, We've Got Your Money, the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a great...
What's even the point? The world has ended. Time has ended. Everything ended.
Okay, everybody. So now it's time to find out exactly what happened to Lightning. Remember at the end? Remember in the ending when we saw Lightning as a stone pillar for some reason?
Stoned.
Well, now we're going to see the episode DLC that explains that. So yeah, want to understand what the hell that ending was about? You have to buy this DLC, unless of course you bought the PC version, which already comes with this.
So, Pedro, question.
Yes.
Yes.
This true DLC ending, is this like the kind of DLC ending that like will take place right after what we thought was originally the ending?
Yes,
or is it
yes.
just a completely alternate
Okay. It takes place during
Yes and
the
no.
ending.
Remember what Caius said about time being convoluted in Valhalla? Apparently this takes place before the fight with Caius. I think the fight that Sarah and Noel have with Caius. I don't even.
So basically, this true ending still happens in the same continuity as the ending of the original ending.
All right, cutscene.
The last thought left to me
Ugh.
was a question.
And of course, pretentious narration.
Would my endless
Anywho, I'll have a nice...
Your
speech
dialogue
prepared
doesn't even mean
considering
anything,
that-
so shut up! Ugh. Excuse me, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
go ahead, Jova. Sorry, I
have a speech prepared, but I'm going to
Pedro,
save
breathe.
that for...
Take a...
Anywho.
yes, pointless. That's the key word for this game.
Thank you! Sorry, Jova. Okay, never mind. Let's let Jova speak. Go ahead,
okay.
Go ahead, Jova.
I have a speech prepared circling around this whole trilogy, but I'm going to save that for the beginning of Lightning Returns because...
Okay, wait, actually, you can wait till the beginning of this boss battle.
Huh?
You can wait till the boss battle is ongoing, so wait a minute, wait a bit.
Oh, no. Well, it says like I'm going to save it for the beginning of our Lightning Returns playthrough.
Sure, why not?
Because after this, we're going right down the path.
Yeah.
Please tell me we've got something for that.
Wait.
Another
His last
beginning,
name is
Lightning story.
Ballad?
Requiem, and by the way, Shiroi,
Yeah.
guess what the name of this DLC is, by the way? Requiem of a Goddess.
But
Oh boy.
right.
Well, hi Sarah.
Did
What the
Tori
fuck?
open it this
What the fuck are you doing here? Where are we even?
What?
Could so slow
Well, we are in
mo.
Valhalla, but we don't know when we are.
Yeah, we don't need to see
Oh,
this
let me get-
again.
Oh, this.
Premonition of Sarah going to die.
We already know this. We've seen the ending.
But Lightning doesn't know this.
Sarah thing. The Sarah count now is gone.
Press
Right.
X to Sarah.
Yeah.
Sarah!
Press F. To pay your respects,
Sarah!
Actually, no. Heavy Rain is at least more entertaining than this.
Sarah.
Even Heavy Rain.
It is.
It is.
But yeah. Also, Spoonie really raised a good point. The amount of times the characters say the name of Sarah during this whole trilogy is astounding.
Yep.
Didn't he throw a massive fit when, I think he said when somebody said in the live stream that this game wasn't that bad?
Yes. Well, not just that. Yeah. It kind of, well, it was at the Wild Peaks, I think, that Pedro didn't show because it was, you know, a battle. And a guy said, okay, what's exactly bad about this? Immediately, Spoonie Spoonie first he laughed for like 2 minutes straight, then went silent for 5 minutes straight, and then he started going apeshit, like really apeshit. He jumps literally to the arena, and then starts throwing around Mog like a madman, going like, "This is the whole game!"
Sad thing is that now
It's
seeing
such a
this...
shame such a shame he didn't cut that particular live stream because it was godlike.
Yeah, I mean, he may have been a bit tough about it, but I do have to agree with him that a lot of this game's only fun seems to be in throwing Mog around, and even that gets old quick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, aside from that, it's pretty much just a one-to-one re-release of the gameplay of the first Final Fantasy XIII
What the fuck
game.
are you doing here?
What the
Oh,
fuck
hi,
is even
Lightning.
going? Could someone please explain to me what the hell is going on?
We're playing as Lightning now?
Tension?
Now
Yes, we are.
He's talking to us, and she's evil now for some reason.
Ewell, I
Oh,
thought.
yeah, that's
hold on, hold on,
right.
hold
Oh,
on,
yeah.
hold on, Ewell. I thought you died. Why are you still
Oh
talking?
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right.
Symbolism!
Whoa.
By the way.
Oh, get it? The world ends with you because we needed a reference like that.
Yes, let's reference a game that's much better than this. That's it's
Why do you throw stuff like that?
it's religious symbolism.
Anywho,
Crying ink from your eyes is not symbolism.
anywho. Oh yeah, I think I remember.
Actually, it is
now.
too. Actually, it
apparent-
is too. It's the crucifixion. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, if I recall correctly, at the end of the original ending, apparently, Caius had all been playing the Heroes for Fools, and it turns out that, well, stabbing in the heart only killed Etro, and apparently it was a plan by him and Ewell to apparently, do something, I guess.
Okay, basically,
So-
Jova, the gist of
Yay!
All a dream.
Yeah.
basically,
Go
Jova,
on.
the gist of it is that this battle is taking place before Sarah and Noel start fighting Caius. Basically, it's right before they get to Caius.
I didn't know what would
Basically.
Hmm.
And when the end finally came,
The problem is Lightning has vision of Sarah dying.
Well, it was supposed to be Sarah's job to have visions.
Yeah, but now Lightning has
Oh,
white visions
don't
because. Fuck me if I know what's
This-
going on.
This fucking game forgets its rule every 5 seconds. It's
I mean, I guess I could maybe give it some credit. So, but yeah.
And here's how the DLC works. You're literally forced into a single boss fight, and you're forced to basically grind through it, even if you lose multiple times, until you have a sufficient.
In this story, we'll play as
Level
Lightning.
Caius.
New and powerful roles are available to help you defeat your foes. Yeah, new. Basically, they just changed the roles' names. There is no healing role. Healing can only be done with items. You begin the battle with a set number of items, so use them wisely.
It doesn't really sound that much fun when you're so limited to the very first
It's
battle,
not
you know.
game.
Well, actually, Joe, but this entire DLC
mean-
is just 2 boss battles, so... You gain CP at the
Oh.
end of the battle whenever you win or lose. Once a certain amount of CP is accumulated, you will gain a level. Not only will that improve your parameters, but you also get... So yeah, basically, Jova, the problem is that you start this DLC at level 1, right? And you have
You have
to...
to lose, don't you?
Yeah,
Or
you're
at
literally...
least throw yourself at him constantly.
This is literally a 5-minute DLC that's being stretched out to like 3 hours because you have to constantly lose at the battle over and over to gain experience and level up. Here's the problem. You can't just allow yourself to get killed immediately because the CP you win at the end of the battle when you lose depends on how longer you manage to stay alive. So yeah, this is a 5-minute DLC where the programmers are doing everything in their power to draw this out like mad.
How much did this DLC cost? I mean, this seems like the
12
kind of stuff
euros,
that's
which would be like $10.
Which
like,
is
that's like
which is
16
a
or 20
crime.
bucks over here.
Again, going back to Lazarus Wrath, because that game pretty much did the same. Well, did the same, but did better. It did better because it was 4 episodes where were like 40 minutes each, 20 in easy mode, but really you shouldn't play the game in easy mode anyway. 40 minutes each, and were conclusive. And also we're different. They brought lots of new stuff. Here, it's the bare minimum, and you're paying $12 for this.
Yeah.
It's unexcusable.
Yeah, that's like $13.58 over here in America.
Hey Shiroi, you're back. Basically, Shiroi, Sarah for some reason is there, and Caius is going all ape shit, so we have to beat him. That's basically what's going on.
Also,
I've been
Shiroi,
here. The call went mute for some reason.
Oh, it is?
Skype.
Yeah.
Well, luckily you can hear us now, I guess. So, but yeah, basically,
And it
Shiroi.
wasn't me because on the mobile one I can only mute myself. I can't mute the call.
Yeah, it's
So-
Skype and YouTube a thing. Anywho, but yeah, Shiroi, basic recap. Apparently, the original ending revealed that Ewell and Caius were both evil. Well, the surprise is mainly Ewell being evil, but yeah, apparently, it was all their plan to trick someone into apparently killing Caius, and apparently he's still not dead because apparently only stabbing his heart only kills Etro. And yet
What's with
we have...
this DDR music?
I have no idea.
Don't worry,
But yeah,
Shiroi.
we-
In the next game, we'll have a much better soundtrack.
By the way, am I the only one who has no idea what Caius and UO are even planning, apparently?
Nothing. And
Well, remember, the idea apparently is that Caius doesn't want you to suffer because that the gist that she dies in every single timeline.
Well, I get that. What I mean is, like, well, I mean, it sounds like they have another motive because, like, because like at the original ending, he clearly said our ploy has worked, which suggests that it was all a trick and a lie, and it sounds like they have their own plans.
Jova, don't bother trying to make any sense of this. It's useless. You're only going to tire yourself out.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, well, if they had another.
Oh, that's
plan
right.
altogether,
Basically,
why did they
I'm
even
using the
pretend?
Feral Link Legion
Oh,
of One. Basically, it's QTEs.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And you can guess the supposed reward.
All right. Believe it or
for
not,
these,
Joe. You know what's the sad part, Joe? But believe it or not, Lightning Returns will try to explain what the fuck the chaos is, even. Except the reason is incredible.
Actually, it was explained, I think, in the Fabula Nova Crystallis book that was established even before the original 13.
Sorry, Teo, I don't really count that.
Well, I see where Gio's coming from.
Well, no, I don't mean the fact that it was in the book, but I said it was planned before even the first game, what the Chaos Energy was.
Wait. So let me get this straight. They knew very well that they had planned this in the get-go, and yet they lied to players' faces saying that...
No, yes and no, Jova. They established what the Chaos is, they didn't
Hold on, let me
plan to
explain
use
this.
it in this particular part.
Basically, when you lose, you go back here, and you can choose the level, the level you want from all the levels you've achieved. Paladin is basically the Commando, Shaman and Mage are basically Magic, and Knight is basically the Sentinel. So yeah, basically, there you go. And now I skipped straight to my completed save, and now I'm going to skip straight to my completed save, where I can go jump straight to my max level of 10, so we can just finish this playthrough once and for all. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Only two more boss battles.
There must be a lot of story left then. Oh, wait,
It's a shame
right,
because
second
this
boss.
is clear. Well, honestly, I could have even seen this as a quote-unquote prototype for Lightning Returns battle system, but no, even that is not worth the money.
Not really. The battle system's the same. I mean, it's nothing at all like the battle
Wait, I
system.
thought you said the battle system is different.
I know, but
It
the
is.
way you're customizing your levels and abilities like that, it's different from the main game. So it shows they were trying to do something different, but failed miserably because it's pretty much nothing. And for a single solitary boss fight, but it's 5 minutes long. Seriously.
Well, nope. There's no justifying this whatsoever. I mean, seriously, this should be like a 90. Well, okay, maybe a $1.50.
All right. As for to continue what I was saying, basically, Teo, the thing is, ever since the Star Wars prequels came out and people were really there was a lot of additional material exploiting the plot holes in novels, I kind of grew incredibly viciously against that kind of practice, which is why I don't like it when they do it in the 13 trilogy either.
I already told you I think about that.
I know.
It depends.
To me,
me.
see, they're gonna release these games as a trilogy. These games should be self-contained. You shouldn't have to buy a book to fully enjoy a game. That's not fair. That's not fair to the person who bought the game at all.
Well, for example, how would you react if when Final Fantasy 15 comes out, the actual backstory from King Regis is not explaining? You have to see King's Slave in order to understand.
Well,
it.
in that case, yes, I will be kind of miffed about that. It depends on how they do it. We'll see we'll see if they explain. If they give the basic gist of it, I'll be fine. But if they don't explain anything about King Regis in the actual full game, which I think they will, considering the cutscenes we've seen.
No, yeah, I know that. It was just trying to, put in perspective.
Okay. No. That applies. I apply that logic to everything, including things I like. Don't worry about that. It doesn't matter if you're good or not. If I find that to be a rule. Things should be self-contained. You want to have additional material? Well, do it like Kuni did. Have the actual book in the game itself.
Fighting Chaos Bahamut.
Oh, are we at the final boss now?
Yes, Chaos Bahamut, aka
basically.
he
Caius transforming himself into
Hey, at
that
least with Final
non-
Fantasy 15, they're making all the extra material available to everyone.
That's true.
And they're telling us about it.
That's true. That actually is a good
If by
point.
the demo you mean that, I guess.
I mean, most of the people. See, here's the. Unlike Teo, who's actually much more in tune and he's, he's in charge of the Italian wiki and shit like that. So it's much more easy for him to get all this knowledge. I wasn't, so I only knew what Square told me, and Square never told me that I needed to read all these novels and books to understand these games. So I was shit out of luck on this. Not to mention those books were never localized and translated. So how the hell was I even supposed to read them? You know, at the very least, one thing Final
Which
Fantasy.
is why what they're doing with 15
Yeah,
is really
yeah.
good.
At the very least, 15 is
They're
actually.
giving us a free YouTube anime and everything.
15 had an entire conference detailing how this is going to work. Release Brotherhood, subtitled for everyone, for free. And the Kingsclave movie is also going to be released and advertised for everybody, and is even going to be included in the deluxe edition of the game. So at the very least, they're already handling this better than 13. I think, at least.
Admittedly, when it
Well,
comes
you
to
can-
the conference,
you
you
can
could
tell
compare that
in
to
the
a
same
wiki,
conference,
but yeah, I'll be
they,
able to
they
step
pretty
that.
much confirmed that they had a lot of influence from the West in creating this game in the last years of development in general.
Yeah.
Gee, surprise, surprise, Japan. Maybe us Western folk actually have some good business and game intuitive ideas.
Well, not just that. Remember, Jova, the entire reason for 13 exists, and it is like it is now, is because Japan think this is what us Western gamers lack in JRPGs. Because Final Fantasy VII totally wasn't cool enough for us. But again, it's Square-Enix thinking like that since Mystic West days. So it's nothing new. However, 15 is showing us they can do something akin to a Western RPG, but while staying true to their origins.
Thank goodness.
It's fucking staying consistent.
Yeah. As long as the game's good, keep up this kind of work. Square
Even
Enix
but I'm not a
better.
fan of changes for the sake of them. I can admit that 15 is using its changes for the good part.
Yeah. I mean, 15's definitely getting a lot of slack for the big gameplay changes, but it's not getting as much slack as you think a game that's changing as much as that game is.
I mean, honestly,
and for good reason.
Honestly,
they actually seem to be handling
the
it competently.
The fact that we're getting a game that looks as good as that fans should already be happy for that. It's not, and not nitpick like they're doing. Anyway, there we go.
Then again,
ladies and gentlemen. DLC ended.
Go ahead, Gabe.
That's a topic for another day, too. Anyway, DLC ended, Shirai. We're done.
Oh.
So did you enjoy those boss battles?
No,
Well,
not really.
All right,
There's
so
nothing particularly
and now,
standout.
all right, and now we're going to explain how the hell lightning got into that stone pillar. Because
What the hell?
why are you even asking that?
Was a dark
Like,
of energy
jump
all
off
this
from your
time?
steed.
Well, actually, Jova, like I
No.
said, Jova, Lightning Returns is going to explain this better.
Oh look, they're
Lightning.
getting dragged down into the swamps of sadness. No.
No.
As long as don't get
I thought my
traumatized by an evil wolf dog, I'm fine. Seriously, Mork is still haunting me to this day.
I gazed through the eyes of Pedro and witnessed the
Didn't we not figure this out already in the actual ending?
Yes, Jova, but
Don't
the
you
thing,
see, John? But this game thinks we're stupid.
yeah.
events beyond counting.
Because I'm sure no
Well, to be
one
fair-
who
well,
thought
to-
this
well, to
would have
be-
possibly seen the original ending.
Well,
Oh,
to
okay.
well to be fair,
I guess just in case.
well to be fair, Teo, I am playing this game, even though I know it's crap. So I am kind of stupid in that regard. So I guess it fits.
No, you're just
I
masochistic.
couldn't ignore.
Okay.
My
Well, the thing is, Teo, I'm pretty sure if I asked you to record these games, you wouldn't. So I have to do it.
goddess. The sorrows of the dead would be mine.
Don't worry, Pedro. There will be a time where I'll have to record a shitty game and you will not.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure
I've
about
done
that.
my fair share too, especially with that mighty number 9 demo.
Ugh.
Than the actual game.
All right. Anyway, back,
Well, if
back
that
to
game
this.
actually
Chained
comes.
down by past sins,
Yeah.
unable
All right. So
Oh,
now
wait,
I
we've been getting that like I have.
no. I'm gonna go on a wild with him and say no.
Also, why is the historia book still active even though time has...
So yeah, Lightning now for
Absolutely.
some reason is monologuing about how she has to atone for sins. What sins, Lightning? Could you please
And
explain
this is
this?
how she helped them in the last boss
Let me
fight.
guess.
There
You have to
go.
figure out when lightning returns.
There you go. This is how she got to that part we saw in the ending.
Yeah.
But wait, but the original ending suggested that was a fake lightning, so it was the real lightning. Oh,
No, it didn't.
Remember, Pedro, remember, Jova, when Caius said time is convoluted in Valhalla, basically that's what he meant. Lightning was there and wasn't there at the same time. It's a Schrödinger paradox.
yeah. Well, it's a shame that means Jack all, because despite like, say,
Excuse me, you all, for actually having tried to do something.
yeah, I mean,
Excuse
kind of a
me for
shame
trying
that
to.
lightning helping you.
Excuse me for trying to get something accomplished in this fucking game.
Wait, she's actually emoting? Oh my god, she's actually showing an emotion.
Don't get
Don't get used to it,
Jova.
Jova. Because in the next game, yeah. Anyway,
Don't be sorry.
Shiro.
She's pretty much
And forget your
Hey, Shiro, Sarah died.
You don't
You're supposed to cry here.
But she already
the
died.
future is waiting for us.
But she's talking to
I
us
felt
right
nothing
there.
then. I feel nothing.
Don't you see, Jova? Now she can turn into a Jedi spirit.
I won't change my mind.
So she might as well just be alive.
You will go to the Dagobah
You knew what would happen.
and you still chose to go ahead like that.
Whoa, whoa. Wait a minute. Is this DLC suggesting that Sarah was some sort of gambit master all along and knew what was gonna happen?
Apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna let this game get me
The future of this world
down.
is
It's
safe.
stupid, I'm moving on.
Jova's cracking.
No.
okay.
Well, okay, I may crack, I may...
Believe my words, Jova. Before the end of the Lightning,
No.
before Lightning Returns will end, you will break down. You will.
Well, again, I'll save that speech for the start of Lightning Returns. Let's just say I've got something backing me up.
Before I
for
BRB,
God's
maybe we
sakes.
should get a collection of videos together to see if we could actually get Jova to break.
Try to be quick, Shiro, because this is important.
Alright, I'll hang about for a
Lightning.
bit then.
No, it's
Alright.
not okay, Sarah. Nothing is okay.
So...
Nothing about
And
this
now,
is okay.
and now here.
Seriously.
Okay, hold on, let me try it. Okay, basically now for some reason we're in this white void thing. Don't ask me how. We're just here for some reason. And now, guess what? Yeah, Sarah's now asking Lightning to don't forget about
that
her.
pose was awkward.
That too, yeah.
Believe me, Jova. There are actually people, sick people who ship these two. Like, I don't even.
But this
Sure.
says...
Shiro is the internet. They don't care.
See the thing.
That said, this scene isn't exactly helping matters.
Not to mention, okay, so basically, here's my problem with this scene. Yeah, so Sarah's only concern now is that Lightning never forgets her. You know, because she's dead, but she wants Lightning to remember her forever. Here's the problem.
Never gave up.
Here's the problem. In order to do that... actually, no, I'll bring that up when we get to that.
Just keep me in your thoughts.
Yeah, keeping your thoughts, blah, blah, blah.
Remember me.
But even then, Pedro, there's the fact that in order to do so, she doomed the entire world and the timeline.
No,
of it.
hold on, Tay. We're not there yet. Not quite there. Just a moment.
Promise me, Lightning.
Here's my question. When did she know all this at some point?
We don't know.
Or do we have-
don't know.
Oh.
Jova, this game makes no sense. That's basically it.
Cleavage shot! Wait, did she just summon something out of...
Get a-
wait, no, is that...
get a good look
No,
at...
She just summoned something out of
the crystal tear from the first game.
It's just the way that tear fell, it looked like it was falling on her cleavage and the thing was coming out of her boobs. I don't mean to sound familiar,
Alright.
but that's honestly what it looked like.
Alright, allow me to
This
explain.
animation sucks.
Yeah, that too. Okay, so here's... You're probably wondering, so what exactly is Lightning gonna do now in order to keep the memory of
Oh.
Sarah alive in her?
Oh god, I just realized something.
What?
What?
Notice how Lightning has that cloak draped over one of her legs and the longer sleeve on one of her shields?
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
It's just like Cloud's outfit in Advent Children, dang it!
Just do that.
Well,
I've
maybe that's a
seen
bit...
that kind of outfit
Well, actually,
somewhere
Jova,
else,
in this
there.
case, it's probably just a coincidence because Nomura drew the clothes in Advent Children, but he didn't drew the clothes in this game. So to be fair, it was probably just a coincidence.
I could
Oh,
breathe
oh,
my
well,
last breath.
I wouldn't...
The world
Oh,
would crumble.
well, I wouldn't accuse Nomura of ripping off his own designs anyway, but...
There are ways
Well, remember, Jova, Nomura, for how creative he may be, doesn't really goes too far with designs.
Fair enough. However,
Allow me to explain this, Shiroi. Okay, here's what she's gonna do. She's gonna turn into indestructible crystal, and yeah, she's gonna become an eternal epitaph. So she will, so that Sarah's memory will live right there eternally with her. So here's my problem with this. Okay, Lightning, don't you think maybe trying to save the world from Caius and helping your other friends that are still around is maybe more important than keeping Sarah's memory alive? Don't you think maybe trying to save the world is a little bit more important than this? She's gone. There's nothing you can do now. But now for some reason Lightning decides to go all...
You need to move on.
Lightning decides to go all emo on us and just sacrifice the entire world for Sarah. Our heroine, ladies and gentlemen.
Deja vu.
You selfish bitch.
Deja vu.
Alright, Jova. Alright, that's my 2 cents. Go ahead, Jova. You can...
Anywho,
Pretty much deja vu right here.
Anywho, I will withdraw my claim on Lightning's outfit in this game being a ripoff of Cloud's outfit in Advent Children. However, I will not take back my claim of her outfit in Lightning Returns, complete with the sunglasses and everything, being a clear
And there we go.
drawback
This is how
to
we
that.
got here. There you go.
So basically, she lets the world die.
That's the danger of getting stoned.
Okay.
Da-
Might as well point this out, but if you recall in the original 13 game, I actually had a rant about how
And it's
Lightning
over!
was going to just...
Fuck you again.
Whoa, that was an abrupt ending.
And
Wait,
fuck you
oh,
too.
first-
That was the end.
Again, yes, that was the ending.
We're gonna get a post-credit scene, but yeah, it's pretty much the end.
Yeah, we're gonna get a post-credit scene.
Honestly,
That was
at the end
incredibly
of this,
anticlimactic.
the one and only question lingers. What do we accomplish?
Nothing.
Nothing!
It's
Well, I
surprising.
took your
No,
money
it's even
and shat
worse,
on it.
Pedro. It's even worse. This game manages to do the unthinkable and accomplishing in negative. Not only we didn't do nothing, we reverse and destroy whatever good was left in the first game and completely bash it with a nonsensical time travel story that leads nowhere, where the bad guy wins in order for the sake of, novelty and stuff like that. Everyone dies, the protagonist dies, nothing is like,
Also, I'll just point this out.
I spent $40 on this piece of shit.
Ooh.
Alright, everybody. Alright, there's gonna be a post-credits
Yeah, there
cutscene.
you go.
Appeal.
Alright, Shiroi, there's a post-credits cutscene. Do you think you can stick around for that? Or do you want
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
Wait, do you have to go soon?
No, she had to BRB or something. If it's quick, you can,
No,
you
I
can go.
had to BRB because food's nearly ready.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Well,
I
I
should
just
probably...
gotta pick up food, so I'll be right back.
Alright, if it's quick, you can go because the credits are gonna be a bit.
All right, bye.
In the meantime, T, it's a funny thing you mentioned negative continuity. Remember how in the first 13 game, before Lightning got her magical character development during that epiphany, I stated how she was acting so much
Laura,
of a
they
jerk
don't
where she-
pay you enough for this shit.
Laura, Ariel, Kim,
Everyone.
Troy, Reno, Connor,
Nobody's paying enough for
Georgia,
this shit.
Steve Blum,
Kick Thornton, Kyle Herbert, Wendy Lee! So many talented actors
Clark!
being wasted on. Hetty Burris,
Darren Norris, Nolan North.
No.
April
Yuri
Stewart,
Lowenthal.
Yuri Lowenthal. Fuck
even the
you,
motion
Kazui-kun,
actors.
Ajima, and Nanako Saito.
Kazui, Konan, Yajima.
Anyway,
Battle system designers. What battle system? It's the exact same from the first game.
Actually, let me check. I already know the name of Yuji Abe. Let me check what the
Yuji Abe is the-
Like, in
is
the
ba-
meantime, go to your final thoughts.
Okay.
Go ahead, Joe. Final thoughts. Your final
Well, before
thoughts.
we do that, though, I should probably bring up my little tidbit. If you recall in the first 13 game before Lightning got her magical character development, I was talking about how she was acting like a selfish, stuck-up little brat who would actually willingly destroy the world just to get back the Foul Sea. She developed out of that, surprisingly, which bumped her down on my most hated characters list. But now, wouldn't you know, it's come full circle, and now she's gotten back to that point. In fact, she's gotten even worse than she originally was in my eyes.
Beautiful.
It's amazing.
It's disgusting.
And yet, Lightning Returns is somehow going to be worse.
Lightning Returns is going to... Okay, see, the thing is, Lightning is not so much more asshole-ish in the next game. It's the story itself that's a huge insult, not so much the characters.
Oh, I know.
And how it
Yeah.
so and now it concludes quote unquote everything.
Ugh.
Yeah, I've heard that the absolute worst thing about that game
Is the ending.
its story.
The ending
Oh,
is
I
so
heard it's
the ending is so
I think it's-
terrible. Just to give you an idea, Jova, people, I've seen people on the internet watch that ending and then say, you know what? Original Mass Effect 3 ending, you're forgiven. At least you're not this.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's gonna be a doozy, because the original Mass Effect 3 ending is still to me worse than the Final Fantasy 13 ending.
What about the 13-2 ending?
Yes, not by much, but a bit worse, because, 13-2 kind of, was crapping on what was already a faulty at best franchise, whereas Mass Effect 3 literally turned an amazing franchise to utter road apple piles.
Yeah, I understand that. So yeah,
Okay,
music.
to give a positive where must be done, I actually like some of the tracks, not everything, because the Chocobo theme and Limit Break are still god awful.
Yeah, and
but at least the orchestrated track like Caius theme and everything, I like those.
Me too.
Yeah, fortunately for Lightning Returns.
Paramount Recording Studios.
Fortunately for Lightning Returns, there's not going to be any vocal tracks, and it's all orchestra. So thank God for that.
Really?
Yes.
Huh, that's
there's one particular tune that called Sunset Path that plays in the Wildlands while it's sunset. That's beautiful as fuck. I love that one.
Huh, no lyrical tunes. That's usually
Tri-Ace, what are you doing?
Tri-Ace?
Oh, you didn't know too. Tri-Ace helped out with the development of both this and Lightning Returns. You didn't know that?
I didn't knew that! You lazy morons! Couldn't make a new Star Ocean in the meantime!
So there you go, Theo. This is why the new Star Ocean game took so long. There you go.
That's what we were making!
They were making this. They were working on this shit instead of Star Ocean.
I think we just ended up twisting the knife a little tighter on him, Pedro.
Okay, Theo, calm down. Calm down. Take your crazy pills.
I can feel my blood vessels.
I hear rage. What happened?
Okay, basically, Shiroi. Theo was the sad part is that I was actually aware of this. I was actually aware of this. Basically, Shiroi, the Tri-Ace, which is basically the developers of Star Ocean, which is a franchise that Theo really likes. The reason we haven't gotten
CG designers.
Yeah, the reason we haven't gotten a Star Ocean game in years, Shiroi, but we're gonna get one now. But the reason we haven't gotten a Star Ocean game in years, which is another Square franchise, is because the developers of that franchise have been helping out the development of these games. And Theo just now figured out.
I mean, wow, the 13 trilogy has done more than I thought. I mean, not only has it been the only Final Fantasy game you guys, the main Final Fantasy games that you guys got on 7th gen, but it also...
Well, actually, Shiroi, you yourself also understand this Theo's pain, because remember, the Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2 team that's been working on Final Fantasy 15 all these years have been kind of kept a bit away from that project too because of these games. So basically, this
got assimilated into this. You're telling me Kingdom Hearts got pulled into this mess,
and we've been waiting.
Yes,
like
this trilogy is a giant black hole.
Was expecting this turkey to sell 10 million units or something.
This trilogy.
I've been waiting over a decade for Kingdom Hearts 3.
This trilogy is a giant black hole, sucking out anything that is good in its path. It's amazing. It's like they set out to destroy everything that is good in the world.
Why?
This is true evil.
Wow. Okay, I hate this trilogy now.
Who doesn't? Everybody hates this trilogy. Well,
oh my gosh!
What?
It broke him now. This pack broke him.
No,
Not
not broken yet.
No, wait. João Marcos. Wait. João Marcos dos Santos, a Portuguese person, worked on this shit?
Yeah, surprised.
Well, I'm guessing probably Italians too, because there was an Italian translation, I'm guessing.
No Welsh, though, apparently.
Anyway...
Well, to give another credit where it's done, at least the Italian translation, it's fine. It doesn't,
Portuguese translation, or did you just get English?
Alright, here's what we're gonna do, guys. Let's not talk about our final thoughts just yet, because the credits are almost over, and we're gonna get that post-credits cutscene, so we'll save our final thoughts for after that scene.
Yeah.
You asked me something, Shiroi?
I asked if there was a Portuguese translation.
No. Final Fantasy 15 is going to be the first Final Fantasy game to have a Portuguese translation. It's a
Wow, this music is very unsubtle.
It's Brazilian Portuguese, not European Portuguese, but hey, it's a start. Gotta start somewhere. Alright, Shiroi will give her final thoughts first, just in case she has to burp.
My final thoughts?
Oh, no, Shiroi, not yet, not yet, Shiroi, not yet, Shiroi.
Nova.
Not yet.
You see, Jova, the black thing in that logo was supposed to represent the versus 13 part, the duality.
I'm actually going to pull a Dwibs on this one. You want to know my final thoughts?
Hold on, Shiroi. Hold on, Shiroi.
Square-Enix, because
after the
fuck you
cutscene,
guys.
let's be formal and wait after it's actually over. Brought to you by the worst of humanity.
Yes. You have a cute
Square-Enix.
logo there.
You burn your money so you don't have to.
Okay.
The gods' tales are woven in crystal. The tale of Benevolza.
Wow.
Benevolza.
It sounds
Okay.
like-
The tale of Benevolza.
Sounds
Pay
like a
attention.
woman
This is
tried to
basically a
imitate
bit.
a boy's voice.
This post-credit scene is basically a big teaser for the next game.
Drowning in a sea of chaos.
Who's even talking? This
Lightning.
sounds like a woman trying to imitate a man's voice.
Jova, this is the usual pretentious narration we have been spoon-fed for all these two games.
It's weird. Her writing voice sounds different here, like she's trying to imitate a man or something.
It's
like,
actually, Jova, there's a reason why she's talking like this right now, except it's only going to be explained in Lightning Returns. So we're gonna have to wait for that.
Is our spirit.
Oh yeah, and here's the intro theme of the first game.
To persevere in hardships. But at times, it is not.
These games are so completely convinced that they're oh so beautiful and deep. This game is so far up Toriyama's ass is amazing.
Yeah.
This is pure delusion. These games are so convinced that they're oh so wonderful and deep and Shakespearean, and yet they're the most moronic things ever created by mankind. What you're saying doesn't even mean anything. You're just saying random shit.
I stayed in my movie theater seat for this post-credit scene.
Embrace my gift. What gift? What are you talking about?
My dreams.
I don't even.
It is here.
Everlasting and
Distant
forevermore,
future.
and blah blah blah.
Is Toriyama talking about himself?
I don't know at
On
this.
the day I awaken. Once
Yes. Basically, everybody.
Don't you mean the day when you
Also,
return?
ass shot.
Lightning
Thank
Return.
you.
That's
Yeah.
how we end
Like
on a
that.
shot of Lightning's butt.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, can you think of a more appropriate shot considering this is Motoma Toriyama? Anyway, yeah. The next game starts 500 years in the future. 500 years after this game, when Lightning awakes. How? Why? We'll get to the next game eventually. Alright, Shiroi, your final thoughts, please.
I already gave them.
Could you be a little... But yeah, but after he does that, he also expands upon it, so why would you please...
Okay, sure. The music was shit. None of the characters are likable.
Except Saws?
He was only there for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sure.
It doesn't count, but yeah, I guess. This was probably the most anticlimactic game I've ever seen. It was just a game entirely a filler, and even the ending didn't feel like it built up to anything.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
They just spouted a lot of random crap.
That's the thing, Shiroi. These writers love to hear themselves talk.
It's a shame you
Yeah,
missed
they
out on
do.
the part
They
with...
really do. And
It's a shame you had to miss on the part with Gilgamesh. You might have actually liked that.
She doesn't know anything about Gilgamesh. She wouldn't really be able to contribute with anything. That's okay.
All I'm saying is, like, oh, he's the most entertaining thing in this game, is what I mean.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but then again, he's Gilgamesh, so... Anyway, you
all
don't...
in all, this was a very dull experience.
Alright, go ahead, Joe, since I know you want to get it a lot out of your chest.
Terrible, terrible, terrible game. But, well, yeah, it's worse than 13, and I hate to say it. Compared to this, I feel like I had fun with the first 13 game. You know, making fun of it. I mean, at least the first 13 game actually felt like it could be considered an epic story in retrospect. And it kind of had something more of an epic scale in retrospect. And it kind of had something of interesting characters
In
retrospective
retrospect.
spect. So yes, in retrospect, I find 13 a good game compared to this game.
That's
And
amazing.
only this game.
Amazing. I guess life, it's like John Tron says, I guess life is all a matter of perspective. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Teo.
Fucking piece of garbage. Like, I already ranted enough times already, but this fucking game, like,
It hurts.
I had delusions. I literally was like a beaten up wife. No, I mean I already talked about it, but yeah, I was literally like a beaten up wife. You know, thinking, oh, maybe Square Enix will change. Maybe the next game will be better. And no, I kept getting pummeled and saying that I tripped from the stairs in order to avoid shameful,
It's interesting you say that, Teo, because Mars Gold made that exact same analogy once.
I'm honest, I didn't know about that, so it's completely unintentional. So, Jesus, it's like, how can you give so much money into this shit? Like, seriously, was Toriyama that convincing to the entire staff or Kitase and stuff? Like, yeah, brilliant. We should make an entire game based on this ego idea that you have. Like,
My
seriously.
guess.
And you think when the first game failed, sure, they say they actually listened to the complaints and tried to fix around stuff, but it was pretty much the same team, and it improved barely nothing. It implemented some new elements, but it barely did nothing. So you think that after all these failures, you think they would turn around into new people or a new studio to get some help. And apparently even XIII was trying to help with this shit, but they couldn't, apparently. Because XIII's combat style in XIII's game, it's fun to play. It's engaging, it's action, actually. So what the hell happened here?
My guess,
Wow.
well, Teo, I'm guessing they probably had a lot to do with the battle system in Lightning Returns.
That would make sense
I
considering the
guess
change,
so.
but oh boy.
Still, this is... And of course, I talked already about the story that basically goes literally nowhere, and I mean, even in negative, and renders completely moot whatever happened in the first game. Like, we could have literally started from there, and nothing would have, been important. And of course, it gets worse, but it's Lightning Returns for the argument.
Again,
for
like
that
I said,
topic, we'll have to wait.
like I said in 2 parts ago, 3 parts ago actually.
To think,
You'd think it could not possibly get any worse, and yet
no.
this is going to be again when Toriyama
This is
returns.
pretty much where
I want to remember you.
Teo and Shiroi.
I want-
You have to admit,
Yeah,
Teo.
sorry.
You have to admit, Teo and Shiroi. When Toriyama returns from his vacation, one burning question must be answered: Can he actually make?
What he's gonna do next?
Can he actually make a story worse than Lightning Returns?
So let me get this straight, Pedro. At this point,
Jova and Shiroi, I want you to keep in mind what I said about earlier in another part, that this game pretty much broke me. Imagine what Lightning Returns did to me.
I'm
we'll
tempted
get
to
to
ask,
that,
but I'm
we'll
gonna
get to
wait
that.
till we get to that. But let me get this straight. So basically, Pedro, at this point, we're standing on the edge, literally staring into what is yet to be the abyss within the abyss. At
Yes.
this point.
To give a more metaphor, Jova, we pretty much jumped already, expecting just to be a bottomless pit, but now when you're falling, we're seeing what's worse at the bottom of this.
So we pretty much have gone through Tartarus, gone through Hell, and have gone through the center of the Earth, and are now pretty much inside the tiniest bit. And just to find another black hole leading to a whole new world. Well, nay, a whole new dimension of stupidity awaiting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
All right, everybody. So that was Final Fantasy 13-2. I hope you enjoyed this more than we did. In the next time, before we get to Lightning Returns, we'll actually commentate on Toriyama's segment of the Lightning Returns reveal, because let's just say that thing needs to be commented on to give proper context to what the fuck was going on. Anyway,
Okay.
that was 13 fuckery. So see it for Lightning Returns, I guess.
There. See you
ya.
then.
See you then.
See ya.